Okay, let's discuss the Section 21 mortgage amortization schedule assignment. So what we're going to do is when you open up the assignment, there's going to be a Excel file that you're going to open up. And when you open that, what you'll see is a spreadsheet. And the way this works is you have your balance here in B1. And notice how the balance is referencing the cell that's labeled principal. And here's principal, and the cell next to it has been given the name principal. So whatever I type in here, I'm going to type 100,000. It's going to pop up over here. And so you don't need to actually type in this part of the spreadsheet. Just type in this cell right here. Maybe it's 50,000. There you go. Okay, APR is also set over here. So maybe the APR is 6%. And years might be 30 years. So you're going to put in the information for your mortgage into these three cells. And then it'll pop out with your payment. Notice how there's a formula there. So the payment formula is the APR over 12 times 12 times the term, which is number of years, and the principal. Now, up to this point, we only have a few things filled out. But if you look at each cell, you notice that each one is a formula. All right, each one's a formula, so all we have to do is copy those down. So if I highlight these two cells, I can pull them down one spot. Highlight all four of them, I can pull them down as far as I want. Now the question is, how far down do I need to go? Well, this one's a 30-year mortgage, so we should go for 30 years. Now 30 years is actually 360 months. So we're going to go. And also notice how my little white box is 360. It's actually row 361 to get to 360 months. Because if we go all the way back up to the top, we start on row 2. So I can take all these. Now if I did this right, I should end with $0. And there we go. Okay, so your ending balance should be 0. And so now I have this entire amortization schedule up here. And it's kind of cool. What I can do is look and say, okay, if I have a $50,000 mortgage, I want to pay about $300 a month. The very first month, almost all of it's going to interest. Just about $50 of principal. So it means your loan's only going down by $50. The next month you pay a quarter less of interest, and you get a quarter more of principal. Then so your interest keeps dropping every month. Your principal keeps going up, so the mortgage gets better over time. Alright, that's kind of if you go way down here. You're at the end, you're paying very little interest and a lot more principal. Alright, then we can always adjust these numbers here. Maybe your mortgage is $200,000. Then you can see that the payment's a lot higher. Maybe your interest rate's only 3%. What that does to the payment, it drops it quite a bit. The only thing is if I change my years to say like 15, now this won't make any sense because you hit 0 here at 15 years, and after that you would have a negative balance because you wouldn't keep going. But your goal is to basically set the spreadsheet up with whatever parameters they give you of the problem. And so if I go back here, it's a 30-year mortgage, 6% APR, $100,000. Oops. I don't know what I did there. I need to undo. Oh well. So you're basically going to be using those values. And then you're going to answer these 7 questions. And you can answer these in the text box. You don't need to make a Word file. But I want to know how much of the first payment goes to principal, how much to interest. So you go here and say, well, this much goes to principal, that much goes to interest. And then other questions, find the total interest paid. You'll add up all the interest. Then they want to know what's being paid after 10 years, how long will it take to pay off half the principal. So you just kind of want to go through and answer those questions, put them in the attachment to your attach the spreadsheet when you submit it. So submit the spreadsheet. Once again, to do a text box, you're going to go Insert Text Box. And you can just make one big text box and do like question 1, blah, 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 blah. Question 2, and just put everything in that one box. So you'll have the spreadsheet completed and the answers completed. That'll get submitted. All right, so this is a fun assignment, so enjoy it and good luck.